The Brotherhood of the Yellow Dragon was in the east, and the Brotherhood of the Red Dragon was in the west, and the Great White Brotherhood made up the Brotherhood of the Snake. A subdivision of that was the eight original Chaldeans who would call their brotherhood the Luminari, Luminari, also means moon power, which was symbolized as Lucifer, the goat head, or the five-pointed star downwards. These elite bloodlines would rule their people for centuries. They would cause confusion and stage wars, where the innocent would be sacrificed for the ongoing plans of the Brotherhood of the Snake. Now, for those of you who don't know what a staged war is, it means that rulers are not really at war. They set their troops into fight for real, but set their advantages. For example, if we were at war, a staged war, I would tell you where my army is attacking and how many. Then you would surprise attack me and outnumber me, thus making you the winner. And I helped set this up. Even up to today, this is how the Illuminati is going about it. Again, we have our Lita festival, which is the festival between that. It's this festival between the green god, which is the reptiles, and the horn god, which is the goat's head, Luminari. Now, again, I'm not trying to say that anyone in this world is evil because of the color of our skin, or the ether we have, or what planet we came from, or who our creator is, or what our religious beliefs are. We all need to stop and realize that we've all been duped. We've all been tricked. There's been battles for leadership. It's not hard to imagine that there are actually things out there that can actually fight for leadership. I mean, we see it all the time. We see it within humans. Now, whether these old entities of Satan and Lucifer and God and whatnot are alive to this day, who knows? Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know. One thing that is true is wars keep going on. There is this setup of Illuminati. We see stage wars all the time. We're in the middle of a Christian-Muslim war. We know that these religions have been somewhat tainted. Maybe they are real, maybe they're not, but facts are they have been tainted down the line. So it's not hard to say that this could be an actual definite where these two entities are totally different. I mean, I've been studying this for a while. This is what it leads to. The truth often doesn't make people happy. They want to believe whatever makes you feel good and da 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 da. But, I mean, as an anthropologist or a searcher of the truth or someone who really wants some answers, I mean, we shouldn't really be concerned of how it makes our feelings feel. Again, like I said, I myself come from a descendancy of a lot of these creatures. I myself come from a descendancy of the original Chaldeans, who, and Chaldea, I might add, in different languages, is considered the land of demons. Not to say that these Chaldeans were actually demons, but I mean, they did do some devilish things for their own survival, which could be considered devilish. I myself am a descendancy from one of them, but this doesn't make me evil. My actions will make me evil. If I react and I act like an evil person, well, then I am an evil person. If I try not to and do my best, I mean, there's only we can't always be perfect. We can try to be as perfect as we can possibly be. That being said, you try and keep peace amongst your brothers. Try not to be racist in any matter. Try not to let this new knowledge affect you and make a cautious decision. Again, I'm not trying to offend white people or Christians or Catholics or anything, Protestants even, Masons, just showing you that we've all been duped. I'm not favoring Nubians or Nubians, but again, they were their civilization was a civilization. The Netaru civilization specifically was a civilization that did basically take care of its people. It was open to even the children that were born out of rape. And there was no actual slavery. So that being said, I mean, it was a good, it is a good choice to look to towards being in a safe environment. I'm not saying go and worship the Netaru people or anything like that. I'm just saying we have to look that we've all been duped. Problem is we come into today's society and we see that every group has its major problems. Every group has its views on racism. Every group has its views on what the world should be. Every group has its views on what the perfect leader would be. Again, we've all had false teachings, no matter who we are, whether we're from whatever tribe, from whatever planet, from whatever being created us. We've all had our problems. We've all been transformed into the world we live in today. So it's not fair for anyone to say that I'm better than you, you're better than me, I'm smarter than you, you're smarter than me. Again, in a way, no, we're not equals, but our minds are very equal. I mean, we all have the right to make a right decision or a wrong decision. We all have the ways to sit down and logically discuss a problem rather than war over it. Just because we view the gods as gods, or the creators as gods, or the Anunnaki as gods, or aliens, or extraterrestrials, or whatever, again, it does not mean that they were any more intelligent than us. Even them themselves had war amongst them. So to say that we can't not make a difference is a very premature thing to do. I mean, us as humans, we are very intelligent, whether we can be like the gods or the Anunnaki or the elite or whatever you want to call them. I shouldn't use the word elite because that's a bunch of bullshit. But we can make this world a better place just by sitting and discussing and opening our minds and knowing that we've all been tricked, and the reason a person acts the way they do is as a result of how their life brought them to this point and what has happened to them along this way. So again, for a white person to look down upon a black person struggling and maybe he's doing illegal activity or whatnot, for a white person, especially a corporate white person who might work in a tobacco industry, it's not exactly right, and vice versa. I mean, black people often look at white people as they have it easy and whatnot. Well, I mean, this is not the case. What we all need to do is sit down and listen to each other. I mean, Christians will never take the time to listen to Muslims, and Muslims will never take the time to listen to Christians. And the problem with that is they'll always have a problem with their ignorance.